What's up, everybody? Welcome to Planet Pepe. Something really weird happened to me a couple nights ago, and it's kind of been messing with me ever since. Since I could remember from a very young age, I've heard about this urban type legend about this dream that people have about you're in class, you're in school, you're taking a test, and you realize you're in your underwear. And in my mind, I'm like, people don't have that dream. Like, it's almost like this urban legend myth thing, or this allegory to for some psychology to prove a point or something, or to reference something in someone's. I'm like, people don't have that dream. That's not a thing. It's like a pop culture societal type reference. And I thought, if you do have that, like, when I would imagine that dream, again, I would hear it from a very young age, periodically growing up. I'm like, okay, if you have that dream, I would picture it almost as like a Saturday morning, like kids cartoon, like, I'm in my underwear, no, and everyone's pointing and laughing at you, and you wake up and like you're in a panic. Never thought much of. I'm like that's such a dumb thing. Like come on, like, people don't have that, and if you did, like, that's such a stupid dream. Like, that's not a nightmare. That's just ridiculous. I had that dream a couple nights ago. And 2 points on it before I guess play it out for you. It went down completely differently than what I anticipated, or not anticipated, what I assumed it would be throughout my entire life. And I didn't notice it right away when I woke up. It took me like an hour. You know how, like, when you wake up in the morning and you have a dream, and like as you're getting up and, brushing your teeth, taking a shower, eating breakfast, whatever, like, you getting ready for the day, it kind of is with you, and as the day goes on, it kind of fades away and you just go about your life. This one stuck with me for pretty much that whole day, and I didn't realize it until like late afternoon when I connected the dots, that I was like, oh my God, I had that dream. That was the dream. And that messed with my head even more. That just literally, I was like, what was going on with that dream? Like, I was in class taking a test, and I was in my boxers, like, oh my God. That was the dream that and it's been messing with my mind ever since. Now I'm 30. I have not been in school since I was 22 and graduated college, which makes it all the more weird, and I still don't know what the interpretation of it is or what it's supposed to mean. But to take you into the dream, because it was a very lucid, very, very lucid, like, real dream. I was in college and I was taking a test. I don't know if it was finals, midterm, I have no idea. But, I was taking a test. And I was nervous because I didn't really know much about it, which anyone who knows me who went to college knows that that's pretty typical of me. Sorry, all things status quo. And I don't have dreams about school. Like, I don't dream about school, really. But in this dream, I was in school and I was sitting at a desk looking at a test. Like, what a lame dream, right? Like, usually you have dreams that are like you're doing crazy things and it's fun and it's awesome, or even nightmares. I love nightmares. Like, you wake up and you're like, oh, that was scary, but that was fun, because I love horror and stuff. But I guess to get back on topic, I was in school, I was at college, I was taking a test, and I didn't know much about it, and I was kind of nervous. I was like, oh God, I don't know anything about, like I haven't been to this class like all year, and here I am taking this final, I'm screwed. And I look down, and I'm in my boxers. And it was such a disturbing feeling in the dream. Like, it was grounded, like it was real, like it wasn't this Saturday morning cartoon thing that I would think it would be. I was just kind of looking like, oh my God, like what? I'm in my boxers. Like I'm taking it. Like I can't just leave. What do I do? Like do I like ask someone? Like how do I cover up here? Like this is. And I'm looking around at these people and the teacher, and I'm like, do they know? I think they gotta know. They can't. Like no one was pointing and laughing. Like ha 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 ha. But it was this like weird thing of like, and it was disturbing. Like I felt it in my gut in the dream. I'm like, oh my God, oh my, like how do I even focus on this test? I'm in my boxers. Like I gotta be offending people. I gotta be annoying people. Like, is this legal? Like I could go to jail for this in theory. Like I'm half naked. I'm like, this is ridiculous. And I'm just sitting there in silence. And the dream went on for a long time. This was not a quick dream. This was like I was sitting at that desk, genuinely like, oh my God, what do I do? What do I do? I gotta, like, I gotta take this test, pass it, and I'm in my underwear. I gotta figure out how to get clothes. It was terrifying. It was disturbing at its core, like to my core. And I'm looking around at people like, do they know? Do these people notice? And I'm like, I remember looking around and there were a bunch of girls in the dream and they were like looking at me like, is he really in his boxers? Like, and I'm like, they know, but they're not saying anything, but they know. They have to know. And eventually it just kind of went on like that. And the dream just kind of ended. Eventually in a weird way, I did find some type of shorts at least, and I like kind of slipped them on, and I'm like, okay, maybe they don't see me slipping on. Everyone's looking at me, and like I'm like, okay, I like at least I have some type of clothes on now. I'm not in my boxers, which ironically the boxers that I wore in the dream were the boxers that I wore to sleep that night, because I just sleep in my boxers. Not trying to be weird. I'm just saying, like I wear like compression boxers, like athletic boxers. And I wore them to sleep that night, and they were the same boxers that were in my dream. I don't know if that means anything or if that's just a coincidence, but I remember waking up that morning and just being like, what the fuck? Like, what was up with that dream? Like, that makes no sense whatsoever. And like, as I'm getting ready for my day, I'm going through the, you know, your morning routine, you know, again, you bathe, you take a shower, you get dressed, you eat breakfast, you brush your teeth, you mouthwash, blah, 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 you make your bed. I'm just like, what was up with that? What was up with that? Like, that was so weird. And then it hit me, like, again, like, I was like, that was the dream that I heard that people have. I've heard that from a young age. And I always thought, like, no one actually has that dream. I had that dream. And like, once I realized that, it even messed with my, like if my head was spinning, it made my head spin twice as fast. I was just like, what do I even do with this information? Like, why now? Why here? Like, how do you actually have that dream? I felt like embarrassed even in a way that I had it. I don't know. It's weird to explain. Look, if anyone has had this dream or a similar experience, dream-wise, obviously, like, just let me know, like, because it actually is really messing with my head, and I don't know what to make of it. And the fact that I didn't connect the dots right away, like, I felt like if I had just woken up and been like, oh, that was like I had that dream, like it wouldn't have been as weird. But the fact that, like, it was the dream was really disturbing, and the fact that, like, it took me a solid couple hours to connect dots and be like, that was that cliche dream. I had it. Anyway, I don't know what to do with this. It's kind of freaking me out. I mean, it's nothing crazy, but like, I just thought I'd share it. This is obviously an off-topic upload. Stormcloud's just here for moral support. But yeah, I had that dream, and it really something that I thought was like, hey, that's stupid, that's like G-rated cartoon Saturday morning 3rd grade kind of funny. It was really an adult kind of dream, and it really it's still kind of messing with my head. So yeah, Planet Pepe, Stay safe, everyone. Take care.